Hi guys, I'm Steve Sandler, and I've been getting a lot of requests on LinkedIn, text messages, and also emails about people asking me what equipment I have in my own lab. And so I thought today would be a great chance for me to share with you what I have here in my home lab. So let's take a look. So here's my lab, and mine's as messy as yours probably. I got my wall of banana cables and stuff, just like you guys do, and my desktop computer, and some lamps. 33 gigahertz scope for the high-speed stuff. And then, of course, I'm a little spoiled, but I have all of our injectors, every injector I have here in a cabinet. And all of the demo boards that we sell, I have them here so I can answer questions, and all of the Omicron stuff too, and then some passive probes. I have two Bodhi 100s on my bench, and I usually use two. I have two more in the event that I need to go to four. I can do that and make four measurements at a time. I also have a Copper Mountain S5048 here, which is really nice for the higher frequency stuff, and I like that it's portable, so I could put it in my backpack. A 4 gigahertz RTO 1000, and I am hoping to upgrade that to a 2000 just because I'm spoiled. And of course, we make, Picotest products, so I've got all of them. The voltmeters, arbitrary waveform generators, power supplies. I have a couple of frequency counters. One is a little bit more accurate than the other, and one goes up to 18 gigahertz or actually 20 gigahertz, and the other one doesn't. I'm a big fan of the Clampman board stands, so most of the larger projects I work on go in a full-size Clampman, and that's got probe holders, and that lets me keep it out of the way and also manipulate the probes. Just like you guys, I got a bunch of stuff on my benches, so mine's kind of a mess, and I probably shouldn't be allowed to solder, but occasionally I do it, so I got my little soldering station and stuff that's actively in progress at the moment. And then this cabinet here is all hand tools and soldering tools and things like my tweezers. I have a lot of tweezers and a lot of loops and hand tools. I do a lot of videoing and stuff, so I got all kinds of lamps all over the place and portable webcams on tripods. And these are the active projects that I'm measuring now. You can see there's the two spare Bodhi 100s down at the bottom shelf there. And then all of my adapters and the boards that we make. So most of our stuff is here in cabinets. I have easy access to them. These are the demo boards that I'm currently measuring for customers or for analysis. So there's always lots of those here. I do have an MSO 64. This is an 8 gigahertz 4-channel scope, and I really like it. I'm just setting it up for a 2-port impedance measurement here. In fact, I like it so much that I got another one here on the left, and that way I can do 2 time domain measurements on this side at the same time. And yeah, I also do have the Rode on the other side. And then I got a dual channel AFG. That's the Tektronix AFG, and I really do like that one because it does double pulse and it does some of the stuff that the Picotest AFG doesn't. And then there's also power supplies and things here. You might recognize that box on the top. That's our brand new 125 amp DC bias source for measuring inductors. And I got another one of those just in case I want to go to 250 amps. Then all of our 1-port probes, 2-port probes, cable kits, TDR, the smaller Clampman stuff, and I have the MIDI vise, another probe holder. And I also got the Packet Micro 3D probe holder, and I use that for the micro probes. I am kind of spoiled, so I don't have just one IsoView probe. I got 2 IsoView probes, and then some more 1- and 2-port probes. And then here are the better cables. You'll see our PDN cables. So for all the good stuff, we use PDN cables. And then I have all the easy accessible stuff here too. So I got a drawer that's just adapters, and I got one that's just 50 ohm probes. So all of these are transmission line probes, micro probes, 1-port probes, and of course the unfortunately discontinued P6150 9 gigahertz passive from Tektronix. Active probes, differential probes, the power rail probes, then probe accessories. I really like those, especially all those, different kinds of ground clips and tips. And and spring tips and all that kind of stuff. Then I got my current probes, Rogowski probes, Hall probes, passive probes. And I got one drawer just for labels, and that's because I tend to label everything, especially when I'm working on it. I'm always afraid I'll confuse stuff. Yeah, and so I put labels on everything. Then I got handheld meters because, I like to measure voltages real quick sometimes too, just like you guys do. Near field probes, I'm a little spoiled, so I got a bunch of them. My favorites are also the best, so I got the Langer EMV probes. And those are really great because they have very fine resolution. I can measure down to the width of a 5 mil trace in both E field and H field. And we use that for measuring the ultra high speed GAN switches. Then we got, demo boards here too, just so they're easily accessible. Probe calibrators, we do use that all the time. We measure every probe. TDRs and our harmonicombs, those are handy. And then I got, that one's empty, load slammer. Because the 2 load slammer boards that just came in, those are the new ones. And then, there's bags that I keep just for keeping stuff electrostatically safe. Anyway, mine's kind of messy, just like yours, and maybe it'll make you feel better. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed seeing what my lab looks like, and I hope that answered the questions.